Okay, I have not been good at keeping up with the vlog videos on here at all. So I just want to put this up really quick just so there's something, because I do feel like a lot is happening right now and I want something to be up before something happens in like the 3D. So last we left off, I quit. And I haven't updated really since, other than the like, things I've learned videos type of thing. But so long story short, emotional coherence and emotional control has definitely improved. Not really reacting much and stuff to things in the 3D. And I always feel like now my brain is automatically looking for how something is benefiting me. And it does a really good job at that. And things kind of don't even get an initial negative reaction anymore. I feel like I'm more just watching something that's going on. I feel like I'm seeing like an orchestration happening around me. But who knows? Let me just but good things keep happening for me and everything does keep working out for me, like when things are at odds. If I'm running late, if I'm missing something, if I can't find something, if I got lost, if I feel like I missed an opportunity, like the opposite always happens, or like, the better outcome always happens. Um, and I just stay calm. So because that keeps happening, now my nervous system doesn't really look for the danger as much as it did anymore. Like it still kind of might stir up a little something sometimes, like real subtle though, like real quiet, but it might still kind of be like, wait, what if we're late? And it's like, I'm just like, and then it's like, and then we move on. Like if it even gets to that. But honestly, like I haven't even noticed. I just be chilling. I just be chilling. Like I feel like I even walk slower because I'm all about like that, slow, soft life. Um, and I haven't been really working on much of anything except myself, like gratitude and faith. April is the month that I decided to do like deep gratitude meditations every day. Last month, my focus was having faith. And the month prior, so February, that month was focused on, because March was focused on living as if essentially, and like focusing on faith and not worry about money. Spend if you feel it's aligned, don't worry about the budget or anything. February was focused on aligned action, and January was like my first day. I was just really just figuring shit out. Like I had this whole schedule and all this shit planned. Like each month has gotten softer and softer. Each month I've actually done less and less, which is scary. But I don't know. I feel fine. As scary as this is, I feel fine. I actually feel great. Recently, last couple days, this is the most amount of joy I've ever experienced in my life. And I've never felt such clear signals from my body. The fact that my body is giving me such clear signals is really what makes it easy for me to feel good, because my affirmations actually make me feel good. Like legit, I feel it. And if I say the opposite of an affirmation, I actually feel it in my lower stomach, and it actually kind of like hurts. If I say it out loud, my like lower stomach like cramp. And if I say it like maybe, it has. If I just say it in my head, then I might just feel it down there. And if I say the opposite, so if I say everything always works out for me, I feel that. I feel that in my body, like zing, like zap through like the top of my head. And if I say like nothing ever works out for me, I feel that. I feel that in my lower stomach. It doesn't feel good. Everything always works out for you. Everything always works out for me. I always like to finish it saying the affirmation because it really doesn't feel good. So how much I can feel in my body depends on how much physical and social energy I have exerted in the last like 24 hours or so. So like I play volleyball on Fridays, for example. So Friday nights, I can't feel as much because like my energy is literally like depleted. Like there's a certain capacity I think I have as a vessel, I think. So, and that's why some meditations are like deep and I'm crying. That's always the goal. The gratitude meditations that I've been doing. I sit for 30 minutes and feel as much gratitude as I possibly can, to the point of tears if I can. And I envision usually the same scenes. Um, and they're like end scenes. I'm not even gunning for a business or anything. I actually have no clue what bitch is actually very scary. I actually have no clue what the fuck is going. I just have no clue what the fuck's going on. But I'm just vibing with the internal GPS system. And and watch me delete this shit. And my body has never let me down. So that's been like my focus the last like 2 days, 1 to 2 days, is like really playing with that. And I've tested it too. Like I'm like, do I feel that because I'm looking for that? So I'll say it, but then focus my attention on the opposite part of my body, or I whatever. I've been really playing with this. Like certain statements bring certain feelings, and they do so consistently. Like consistently. And then I can test, like I have a control where I'll think no thoughts, like nothing, and I'll sit with that for a minute and just pay attention to the feelings I have in my body, so that I can see what my body feels like just from its like regular physical stuff, you know, because like you can physically feel your heartbeat, you can physically feel like your stuff on your head, you know, like your body, you're alive, you're a warm body. So there's some sensations that are just you. So I think no thoughts and pay attention to those, so that I know not to confuse them with the sensations I get from saying these certain statements. So then I ask questions, or I say statements. I'm like, is this a shift happening right now? And that has a crazy, and the first time I did that one, the first time even I sat and did this at all, and I also said that it was like this hot, like burning hot sensation, like in my chest, kind of like rising. Not in a bad way though. It actually felt good, but it was intense. It was like here, it was intense. And if I said the statement again, it happened again. And if I said the opposite, then I felt that like kind of cramping in my lower belly. And like, then I would think no thoughts. And I'm rambling about that because like, that's like what I've been focusing on. Clearly you can tell what's really been on my mind. But yeah, girl, I do feel crazy. I do. I won't lie. But I feel really good, and I'm just loving life right now. So I'm just basking in this, because at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. I could be dead wrong and headed towards doom and gloom. I still don't want to have a doom and gloom journey. There's no point in that. We're already past so much. Like, and like what happened really is I had some money fall through the cracks. I had what I thought was going to be my saving manifestation. What I thought was going to be like the one, fell through the cracks. And I didn't expect that at all. I actually felt so confident. I had so much faith. I felt so grounded, so spiritually aligned, so everything. And it fell through the cracks. And I was like, whoa. I didn't crash out. I did cry a little, and I allowed myself to, but I didn't crash out. But I did sit with that feeling quite a bit. And I was on ChatGPT like, how could this happen? Like, what? Like, what? Well, I had to sit with it for a minute, but I didn't crash out. And then at the end of sitting with it, I decided, oh, well, I was like, something better must be coming along. And I started to affirm something better happened. Something better came along. Something better. You know what I mean? Like, I just used my little emotional control techniques and just like skirted out of there. Just skirted out of that space. I didn't really dwell in it much. As catastrophic as that was, and still seems to have been, I have no choice but to be 10 toes down disciplined with my faith, and my emotions. That falling through the cracks has essentially put me in a position right now where even if I decided to be in my masculine, even if I decided to hard work my way to my manifestations, we don't even have time for that anymore. That ship has sailed. Like, that was the last ship. Like, maybe we started out with like, let's say 5 ships in January, then we got down to 3 ships in February, then we got down to 2 March and 1, you know what I mean? Like, That was we were confident in that shit. And that shit did. So that left me in a feeling of, do I crash out? Or where do I look? What do I do? And I was like, I'm not getting a 9 to 5. At least not yet. And I don't plan on ever getting one. But I was just like, look, you can either stand 10 toes down in your faith and continue with the journey and just see what happens, or you can go and get a fucking job. And I'm just like, I'm not ready to I don't think I have to. And I also had a little bit of stubbornness deep down too, of like, this is not my story. Like, no, I'm not. Everything's working out. Like, I'm not. Yeah, no. Fix this. I'm not. And that's when I actually really stopped reacting to shit, and not consciously, like my body. That's when like my whole being was just like, all right. Like when I would see negative things happen, like the car hitting me and stuff, it was just like, all right, yeah, okay, be for real. Like, I'm not reacting to shit. You're gonna change, fix this, change the 3, fix this, wrap it up. This is getting ghetto. Like, kind of like a decision making internally. Like, and anytime I've felt that kind of trigger itself, it's a combination of like standing on business and disassociation. It's just like, so that's why, like, anything I see, I'm like, oh, this is working for me. How's this working for me? You know what I mean? Like, and ever since that, shit has been going really good. Manifestations are like, 2 people asked to take me out on a date. Was I feeling them necessarily? No, but they treated me the way that I want my significant other to treat me, that like I'm hoping to manifest. Or I shouldn't even say hoping. Take that out of my mouth. Out of the woodworks, by the way, completely out of the woodworks. I found money now on my walks 3 times. Oh, I have a whole book. Oh, I got invited to a vacation to Hawaii, and all I have to do is pay for my flight, which I have that money. Like, a flight, like, is nothing. So I get to go on vacation, which is on this vision board. I just, like, few days ago, I don't even know, was like, noticed I think that was yesterday, actually. I think that might have been, it could have been yesterday, but it could have been a few days ago. My fragrance oil is running out, and I was like, dang, I kind of want to get more of these. Whatever. I didn't think about it too much, but I knew that I wanted them and that I really liked them. That company sees a video I made forever ago on TikTok, comments on it, and says, hey, thanks for supporting us, whoop, whoop, whoop. Can we send you some freebies? Like, send some to you. Another thing happened. Another synchronicity happened. I have a whole bunch over there, and also multiple random negative things, quote unquote, have been happening, like, kind of back to back. Also, nothing crazy or major, but it just seems like, I feel like I'm watching, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm watching a movie. I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but this video is getting too long. But between the extra joy and bliss, the increased dance presence and performance, the increased volleyball performance, the increased sensitivity to my internal body sensations, the consistency of those body sensations, the synchronicities I'm seeing around me, the being enamored by spacious areas. Oh my gosh, and my skin has been so nice. There was like a few days ago. The same timing as all this. I was like, damn, my skin's looking. Between all of that, I may be crazy. I may be crazier than them, but I actually really feel like I'll be fine. Even if I don't just suddenly become a millionaire, I think at the very least I'll be fine.